YouTube. So today we're gonna conclude our review for the AliExpress store Grandma's Seeds. Once again, we planted these December 15th, and we're gonna go ahead and look at the final results. That is 14 days ago. We had our Hot Dreams cabbage, we had our chilies, we had the red cucumbers, and we had the, if you can see that, Jinkai Z peppers. Alright, so let's open these up and see what we have. Let's go ahead and just set these down, and of course, if you guys haven't picked up your issue of Maximum Yield Indoor Gardening, you should definitely do it. It's a good read. There's some good information in there. So let's take a look. Alright, so these were our red cucumbers, and these ones I'm going to be throwing out. I'm discarding these. Look, I'll see if I can focus this in anymore for you guys. One moment. And as you can see, look at that. We have these little black spores coming on here. So these are not viable seeds. So we're going to go ahead and discard these 3. Alright, so we only planted 5 of these. 2 of them did sprout, and I'll continue to update you on their growth. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and discard these 3 seeds. Put those to the side. Let's see what's next. If I can get it open. Alright, so these were our Sementes peppers, and not a single one germinated. They're awfully moldy looking. Definitely no good. I'm not sure if I just did something wrong with these. I'm going to make another quick test and try and germinate these guys again to see if it was something that was my fault. But for now, we're going to discard those. And this is our last one. I actually already discarded the last 2 cabbages, so just take my word for it. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, as you can see, we have one more that sprouted. That one you can kind of tell is empty, and this one was not viable. But all in all, our Jinkai Z peppers did remarkably well. I'm actually pretty happy with their result. We're going to go ahead and plant this one real quick. So here's what we have minus the 4 that we put in the deep water culture already. So we have the 2 cabbages here. All right, and they're looking pretty good. We have, this is actually 3 peppers. This one just hasn't come out of the rockwool cube yet. And then we have our second red cucumber. So I got the rockwool cube all soaked and prepped, and I'll just fast forward through this part while I plant it to kind of spare you guys. Okay, we'll just organize these a little bit, put the peppers with the peppers. So we have our cabbages, we have our peppers, we got our cucumber. And since we put these in a different container, we're just going to go ahead and take our Sharpie. We're going to take some clear tape from Dollar General, and we're going to go ahead and relabel this. We're going to take the tape, stick it on there. Okay, so then you can actually just take it back off afterwards and reuse the container. Let's flip this around. There we go, so I can write right side up. And sorry, I hope you guys can see this. If you can't, I will show you in just a moment. All I'm doing is writing on the tape so that I know which seeds these are, because I do have a ton planted. Alright, make sure that we include the right date, December 15th. 12, 15, 2016. Okay. You want to make sure that you're using a permanent marker and that it's dark enough that you're going to be able to see it for a while. So here are our seeds planted in our rock wool cubes, and we'll look at the ones that we already have in the deep water culture. So we've had these in here for a couple of days now. Everything's looking pretty good. We didn't really have any type of transplant shock, which is very minimal in hydroponics anyways, I feel, because you're not really disturbing the roots. Alright, and everything's looking pretty nice and healthy. Let's take a look. Our roots are really coming out on this cucumber. So just to pull this out, whoops. And you can see the little roots already coming through the rock wool cube and through the net pot. Let's look at a final results chart. So we have 75% on our cabbages, our red cucumbers at 40%, of course none on the chilies, and we have 50% on the Jinkai Z peppers. So just taking a quick look at Grandma's Seeds store on AliExpress.com. They got a 98% positive rating. And we'll just kind of scroll down here real quick and just see what their front of their store looks like. So let's go ahead and move over a little bit. Okay, and as we scroll down, you'll just see that they have such a plethora of different plants available. Okay, it's not just vegetables. They have different types of fruits. They have flowers. They have succulents. These are all bulk seeds that you can purchase as well per gram, or by the gram, I should say. Yeah, it looks like a pretty typical storefront for AliExpress. And it's definitely a good place to find what you're looking for if you can't find it in your local garden store. Just a quick screenshot of my order. I purchased these on July 31st and I got them on September 5th. So that's 36 days coming from China. That's not a long time. That's actually pretty quick. Also take into account that this total order cost me $4.29, and I was able to sprout 11 plants just out of the small number that I did the germination test on, just out of the 4 kinds, which I think I got like 47 different varieties of plants. I can't remember, and I'm too lazy to take a look right now. But you know, I mean, out of 5 stars, I would say, you know, maybe 3.5. We didn't have the best germination rates, but it's cheap. They were decently expedient in their shipping. I personally think that AliExpress is worth it as long as you can get viable seeds. I would recommend Grandma's Seeds simply because we did have seeds germinating. The one chilies, I think that maybe it could have been user error rather than the seeds themselves that were the reason for the non-germination. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and always share, and we will see you next time.